there, I'm Blerpy, and today I'm going to show you how to connect your Blerp pet to VTube Studio so it can lip sync on your stream. It's super easy, and you'll have everything running in just a few minutes. Let's jump in! First things first, open up VTube Studio and make sure your pet model is loaded. This is the model that's going to do the talking. Now we need to let Blerp talk to VTube Studio. Go to your VTS settings, find the VTube Studio plugins section, and turn on Start API. That's what lets us send lip sync data over. Now, head over to your Blerp stream dashboard. Look for the VTube Studio Pet feature. That's where you'll configure how your pet connects and responds to sounds on your stream. Make sure it's turned on. You'll also see a custom port option here. If you change the API port in VTube Studio, you can set it here to match. Otherwise, just leave it off and the default will work perfectly. Also, make sure your pet is enabled. We actually support up to 3 pets at the same time, but for this section of the guide, we're just going to focus on getting one up and running. You can always come back and add more later. Before we move on, let's set up when your pet should start lip syncing. You've got 3 options here. All audio, your pet will react to everything. TTS, sound effects, all of it. This is the default and a great place to start. TTS only. Your pet will only lip sync when text-to-speech plays, so sound effects won't trigger any movement. Specific voice. If you want your pet to only react to one particular TTS voice, pick this one and select the voice from the list. This is really handy if you've got multiple pets and want each one to have its own voice. For now, all audio works great for a single pet setup. You can always change this later. Next, hop over to OBS. Find your existing Blerp browser source. You don't need to create a new one. Just right-click it, go to Properties, and at the end of the URL, add $VTS equals true. Once you've updated the URL, VTube Studio should pop up with a plugin request from BlerpVTS. Just click Allow, and we're connected. If you don't see the plugin pop up, don't worry. Just go back to OBS, right-click your browser source, open Properties, scroll to the bottom, and hit Refresh Cache of Current Page. That usually does the trick. If it still doesn't show up, try restarting OBS or VTube Studio. You can confirm everything connected successfully by going into VTube Studio and clicking on Plugin Config/Permissions. Look for the BlerpVTS plugin in the list. If you see it there, you're good to go. Now for the fun part. In VTube Studio, go to your model settings. A bunch of new Blerp parameters were added with the plugin. Things like Blerp Mouth Open, Blerp Head Bob, Blerp Head Tilt, and more. The only one you really need is Blerp Mouth Open. That's what makes the pet talk. Select it as the input for whichever parameter on your model controls the mouth opening. In our case, it's called Param Mouth Open Y. The rest are totally optional. They let you add head movements, expressions, and body language to make things feel more alive. You can check out the parameter table on the Blerp VTube Studio page for suggested mappings and extra info on each one. If you're only using one pet, just map the parameters without any suffix. The ones with _2 or _3 are for additional pets. Now let's make sure everything's working. Head back to the Blerp dashboard and hit the Send Test TTS button. If everything's connected correctly, you should see your pet start lip syncing right away.
Fear me if you dare.
Go ahead, give it a try. In case you don't hear anything, keep in mind that the audio will be coming out of your OBS browser source, not VTube Studio itself. If the movements feel a little jittery, you can smooth things out. In VTube Studio's parameter settings, bump up the smoothness slider until it feels right. Right now your pet is loaded as the main model, but you probably want it sitting alongside your VTuber model as a little companion, right? Here's how to do that. First, go to your item settings, the button with the star icon, and click on Load Current Model as Live 2D Item. Once it's saved, switch back to your main VTuber model, the one you actually stream with. Your pet should stay in the screen. However, you will also be able to find it in your item list if you ever need to add it again. You can resize it, move it around, and place it wherever you want. The Blerp parameters will still work on your pet even as a live 2D item, so the lip syncing carries right over. Pretty neat.
Fear me if you dare.
Do you want more pets? You totally can. We support up to 3 at the same time. To add another one, just head back to the Blerp dashboard and enable Pet 2 or Pet 3. You can rename them, so it's easier to remember which is which. Then follow the same steps we just did, load the new pet model, and map its parameters. The only difference is you'll use the parameters with the _2 suffix for pet 2 and _3 for pet 3. So instead of BlerpMouthOpen, you'd map BlerpMouthOpen _2, and so on. Then save it as a live 2D item and go back to your main model. Each pet can also have its own activation trigger, so you can give a different voice to each one of them.
Fear me if you dare.
Whose leg do you have to hump to get a dry martini around here?
Here's a fun tip. Your pet doesn't have to be a full character model. You can use all kinds of live 2D items as pets. For example, you could grab a pair of bunny ears, drop them into your VTube Studio models folder, load them up as a model, and map the Blerp parameters to them. You can make your bunny ears dance to the music. If you'd rather keep things completely separate, you can also run your pets in their own VTube Studio instance, totally separate from your main model. Just go to your VTube Studio settings and click Start VTube Studio to open another instance. The only thing you'll need to do is make sure the API port on that second instance is different from the first one, and then set a matching custom port in the Blerp dashboard so it connects to the right place. That's it! You're all set up. Now whenever someone plays a sound or TTS on your stream, your pet will be lip-syncing along. Pretty cool, right? If anything's acting weird, you can always join our Discord server and submit a ticket to let us know. Or you can send us a DM on X. Our username is just @Blerp. All the links are in the description. Thanks for watching and happy streaming.